In this video, we're going to look at the topic of hometown, which is also very common in the IELTS speaking test. First of all, the examiner is likely to ask you, where is your hometown? So here you should give a location, perhaps using some geographic related words such as north, south, centre, and then you might also describe it in relation to other places. So you might say that it's near or not far from a particular river or city. The examiner may then ask you about some different aspects of your hometown. So, for example, the examiner might say, are there any interesting places to visit in your hometown? So in this situation, you might mention things of attraction to tourists, for example, temples, castles, some other historic sites that people might like to visit. The examiner would expect a little bit of detail in your answers. So you might describe these places a little bit. For example, you might talk about how large they are. You might say what different things people can see there. If you happen to have the vocabulary, you might talk a little bit about the history or the architecture of the place. The examiner might also ask you if your hometown is a good place for young people to live. So try to think of some different things that young people might be attracted to in a town or city. So, for example, they might be interested in the bars, the nightlife, the clubs. Perhaps they might be more interested in the different facilities, for example, the educational facilities. They might like a place because it has universities or schools of a high reputation. They might also like your hometown because it's near to some places of interest, or perhaps because of the climate, or perhaps because it offers some nice countryside in the surrounding area. The examiner might also ask you what you would like to change about your hometown. So think about something in your hometown that's not quite so good. A lot of students talk about things like the traffic or pollution, and then mention how you might be able to change the situation to make it better.